marvel, the Ancient One comes to the door, will he sound the thunder to keep him alive? Chapter 11. Demonic Merchant. After Lin Feng left the lake, his heart was full of excitement and nervousness, and he continued to move forward with his parents, the Hulk and the Scarlet Witch. Every time he successfully activated the rune, he could feel the power growing in his body. This strength is not only physical, but also spiritual determination and courage. They walked to the depths of a dense forest, surrounded by towering trees, and the sunlight was blocked by the dense leaves, making it look a little dark. An inexplicable sense of urgency arose in Lin Feng's heart. He knew that the next rune might be hidden here, but it also meant new dangers. Everyone, be careful, Lin Feng warned in a low voice, scanning the surroundings with alert eyes, something doesn't feel right here. They walked cautiously into the depths of the jungle. Suddenly, a strong wave of energy hit them, and the surrounding air seemed to tremble. Lin Feng stopped and felt the energy in his body fluctuating violently, as if something was about to burst out. Lin Feng, do you feel it? Scarlet Witch stepped forward, frowning, there is a powerful energy here. Lin Feng nodded, took a deep breath, and tried to calm the fluctuations in his body. At this moment, he felt a black energy gathering in his palm, gradually condensing into a black ball. The black ball exudes a strange light and seems to contain endless power. What is this? Lin Feng looked at the black ball in his hand in surprise, feeling both surprised and puzzled. The Scarlet Witch looked at the black ball, a trace of surprise flashed in her eyes. This is the condensation of energy in your body, and it seems to be related to the power of the runes. You can try to control it. Lin Feng nodded, concentrated, and put his consciousness into the black ball. He felt that the black ball was at the same frequency as his heartbeat, as if it were part of his body. He tried to throw the black ball forward. The black ball flew out instantly and hit a big tree, making a loud noise, and the tree trunk broke. This power is too strong, Lin Feng sighed, his eyes flashing with excitement. We can use it. The Hulk and Scarlet Witch also showed expressions of approval. Lin Feng's ability is undoubtedly an important guarantee for their progress. The parents stood aside and watched their son grow up, with their eyes full of pride and joy. Keep going, Lin Feng said firmly, we must find all the runes. They continued deeper into the dense forest and felt the energy fluctuations around them getting stronger and stronger. Suddenly, there was a low roar from the front, and a huge monster rushed out of the woods, opened its bloody mouth, and rushed towards Lin Feng. Lin Feng reacted quickly, condensed a black ball in his hand again, and threw it towards the monster. The black ball drew a black arc in the air and hit the monster's chest hard. The monster let out a scream and fell to the ground. After struggling for a few times, it stopped moving. Good job, Lin Feng. Hulk praised, your strength is getting stronger and stronger. Lin Feng nodded, feeling filled with a sense of accomplishment and confidence. Although the front is still full of unknown dangers, he believes that as long as he relies on this power, he will be able to overcome all difficulties. They continued to move forward and finally came to an ancient altar deep in the jungle. The altar was also engraved with complex runes, emitting a faint light. This is the third rune, Scarlet Witch said, we need to use ritual to activate it. Lin Feng stepped forward, put his hand on the rune, and felt a powerful energy pouring into his body. He closed his eyes, concentrated, and felt the resonance of this energy with himself. Gradually, the runes were activated, and a dazzling light shone on the altar. Successful! Lin Feng shouted excitedly, feeling that the power in his body was increasing again. Scarlet Witch nodded, her eyes flashing with relief. Very good, Lin Feng. We have activated 3 runes, and we are not far from success. They left the altar and continued to the next target. Lin Feng's heart was filled with determination and hope. Every time he found a rune, he was one step closer to the goal of rescuing his parents. On the way, Lin Feng and Scarlet Witch chatted more about runes and the secrets of different spaces. He learned that these runes were not only the keys to open the portal, but also an important force in protecting the stability of the alien space. Only by finding and activating all the runes can the problem of different spaces be truly solved. Lin Feng, I admire your determination and courage, Scarlet Witch said, we will definitely succeed. Lin Feng nodded, his eyes filled with determination, yes, we will definitely succeed. They came to a valley where the 4th rune was hidden. Thick fog filled the valley, obstructing his vision, but Lin Feng felt the energy in his body guiding him forward. "Follow me," Lin Feng said to everyone, "I can feel the presence of the runes." They walked carefully through the valley and finally found the fourth altar in an open space. The altar was also engraved with runes, emitting a faint light. Lin Feng placed his hand on the rune again, closed his eyes, and felt the surge of energy in his body. The runes were gradually activated, and a dazzling light shone on the altar. Lin Feng felt that the power in his body had reached a new level. Successful! Lin Feng shouted excitedly, feeling that he had become extremely powerful. Scarlet Witch and Hulk also showed happy smiles. Lin Feng's growth made them full of confidence. "The next step is the last rune," Scarlet Witch said, "we must go all out." Lin Feng nodded, his heart full of determination. He knew that the last rune would be the most difficult challenge, but as long as they persisted, they would be able to find all the runes, rescue their parents, and uncover all the mysteries. After leaving the valley, Lin Feng and his teammates continued to move forward, filled with new hope and strength. Every time he activated a rune, he could feel himself getting stronger, as if the gears of fate were turning quietly. They passed through a silent forest, and Lin Feng's mood became more and more complicated. He knew that the road ahead was getting more and more dangerous, but he could not retreat in any case. For the sake of his parents and the answer in his heart, he must move forward bravely. Just as they entered the depths of the forest, Lin Feng suddenly felt a strange energy fluctuation. He stopped, closed his eyes, and carefully felt the source of this energy. "What's wrong, Lin Feng?" Scarlet Witch asked with concern. "I feel a strong energy, it's nearby," Lin Feng replied, "let's go take a look." Following the guidance of the energy, they came to a secret clearing and found an ancient stone monument. The stone tablet was engraved with complex runes, and a sparkling object was embedded in the center. Chapter 12. Both offensive and defensive. "What is that?" The Hulk stepped forward and carefully looked at the items on the stone tablet. Lin Feng took a closer look and found that it was an ancient compass. The compass needle keeps turning, as if looking for a specific direction. "This is a magic compass," Scarlet Witch explained. "It can guide us to the location of the last rune." Lin Feng carefully took off the compass and felt a warm energy flowing into his body. He knew that this compass would be the key to their search for the last rune. "Great, with this compass, we can find the runes faster," Lin Feng said excitedly. They left the forest and continued moving forward according to the compass. The compass needle kept rotating, eventually pointing to a distant mountain peak. Lin Feng knew that the last rune was on that mountain peak. "We need to climb that mountain peak." Lin Feng looked at the distant mountain peak with firm eyes. "Is everyone ready?" The Hulk and Scarlet Witch nodded, and their parents also showed determination. Together they set out on the road to the mountain. The process of climbing a mountain is full of hardships and challenges. The mountain road was steep, the temperature dropped sharply, and Lin Feng's every step seemed particularly heavy. However, the firm belief in his heart supported him and kept him from giving up. "Lin Feng, are you okay?" Mother asked with concern, her eyes full of worry. "I'm fine, Mom," Lin Feng forced a smile, "we will definitely succeed." During the climb, they encountered many obstacles and dangers, but Lin Feng's ability and the power of the Hulk allowed them to avoid dangers time and time again. The Scarlet Witch's magic also played an important role at critical moments, helping them survive the most dangerous moments. Finally, they reached the top of the mountain, and a huge altar appeared in front of them. In the center of the altar stands an ancient stone tablet, engraved with the last rune. Lin Feng stepped forward, put his hand on the rune, closed his eyes, and concentrated. The energy in his body surged again, and he could feel the resonance of this energy with the runes. Gradually, his parents hugged Lin Feng excitedly. "Lin Feng, you did it," his father said excitedly, with tears in his eyes. "We finally succeeded," my mother said with emotion. "Thank you, Lin Feng." Lin Feng felt extremely proud and gratified. He knew that he had finally completed this arduous task. But he also understands that there are more challenges waiting for them ahead. "We must return to the different space and rescue all the trapped people," Lin Feng said firmly. "This is just the beginning." Scarlet Witch nodded, her eyes full of hope. "Yes, let's go rescue them together." Following the guidance of the compass, they entered the portal again and returned to a different space. The scene in the different space was still dreamlike, but Lin Feng's mood was completely different. He felt stronger than ever, as if he could face any challenge. Lin Feng, you have become very powerful now, Hulk praised, we will definitely succeed. Lin Feng smiled and nodded, his heart full of confidence and determination. He knew that no matter how many difficulties lay ahead, as long as they were accompanied by family and friends, they would be able to overcome everything and find their way home. As they walked on the road to another space, the scenery around them became more and more strange. Lin Feng felt that the energy in his body was constantly increasing, as if it could burst out at any time. He knew that this force would be their greatest guarantee. We must find the core of the portal, Lin Feng said. Only in this way can we completely solve the problem of different spaces. Scarlet Witch nodded and took out an ancient map. According to the map, the core of the portal is in front. We must proceed with caution. They followed the map's guidance and came to a huge square. In the center of the square stands a tall stone statue, holding a gleaming key in its hand. That is the key to the portal, Scarlet Witch explained, we must get it. Lin Feng took a deep breath and led his teammates towards the stone statue. Just as they approached the stone statue, suddenly, the surrounding air began to vibrate violently, and a strong energy wave struck. There's danger! Hulk shouted, blocking Lin Feng and his family. Lin Feng quickly gathered a black ball, preparing to deal with the sudden danger. Suddenly, the surrounding ground began to crack, and a huge monster rushed out from the ground, baring its teeth and claws, and rushed towards them. Lin Feng, be careful, the mother exclaimed, her eyes full of fear. Lin Feng threw the black ball at the World of Warcraft without hesitation. He knows that only by overcoming all difficulties can he find the real answer. They continued to walk towards the stone statue, and Lin Feng carefully picked up the key. The key exudes a soft light and seems to contain endless power. This is the key to the portal, Lin Feng sighed, we finally found it. Scarlet Witch nodded, her eyes flashing with relief, very good, Lin Feng. We have completed most of the tasks, and the next step is to rescue all the trapped people. Lin Feng held the key tightly and led his teammates towards the core of the portal. They know that this will be the last and most difficult challenge, but they are ready. No matter how many difficulties lie ahead, they will be able to overcome everything. Lin Feng held the key tightly and led his teammates towards the core of the portal. As they approached step by step, Lin Feng felt that the energy in his body was constantly being consumed. He suddenly realized that he had not eaten for a long time, and the feeling of hunger came quietly, making his steps become a little heavy. Everyone, stop for a moment, Lin Feng suddenly said, his voice a little weak, I need to take a rest. The parents immediately stepped forward with concern, and the mother gently supported Lin Feng. Lin Feng, are you okay? Should we find something to eat? Lin Feng nodded and forced a smile, yes, I feel a little hungry. I haven't replenished my energy recently. The Scarlet Witch also came over, took out some dry food and water and handed them to Lin Feng. There is some food here, eat some first to restore your strength. Lin Feng took the dry food and water and said gratefully, thank you, Scarlet Witch. He quickly ate some dry food and felt that his physical strength was gradually recovering and his hunger was somewhat relieved. His mother looked at him tenderly from the side, her eyes full of worry and care. Lin Feng, you must take care of yourself, her mother said softly, we can't lose you. Lin Feng held his mother's hand and said firmly, don't worry, Mom, I will take good care of myself. Chapter 13. Beaten up. Hulk also stepped forward and patted Lin Feng on the shoulder, you did a good job, Lin Feng. We all believe in you. Lin Feng nodded, feeling a warm current flowing in his heart. Although the road ahead is full of unknowns and dangers, he feels extremely strong with the support of his family and friends. After resting for a while, Lin Feng felt that his physical strength had recovered a lot. He stood up and looked firmly ahead, let's move on, time is running out. They set out again and followed the key's guidance toward the core area of the portal. Lin Feng felt the key warm slightly in his hand, as if responding to his determination. Finally, they came to a huge stone door. The stone door is covered with complex runes, which are similar to the runes seen before, but are more detailed and complex. This is the core of the portal, Scarlet Witch said, we must use the key to open it. Lin Feng nodded and inserted the key into the groove in the center of the stone door. The key emits a dazzling light, the runes are gradually activated, and the stone door slowly opens, revealing a passage full of energy. Let's go in. Lin Feng took a deep breath and walked into the passage, followed by his parents, the Hulk and the Scarlet Witch. The passage was filled with powerful energy fluctuations, and the surrounding scene became more and more fantastic. Lin Feng felt that the energy in his body was resonating with the energy of the channel, as if a powerful force was guiding him forward. After walking for a while, they came to a huge rotunda. There is a huge energy ball suspended in the center of the hall, and the surrounding walls are covered with complex runes, as if telling the history and secrets of this place. This is the core of the portal, Scarlet Witch said. We need to activate the energy ball to completely solve the problem of different spaces. Lin Feng stepped forward, put his hand on the energy ball, concentrated his mind, and injected the energy in his body into the energy ball. Gradually, the energy ball began to flash, and the entire hall was enveloped in dazzling light. Lin Feng felt that he was integrated with the energy ball, as if he had become the core of the entire alien space. Lin Feng, you did it, his father said excitedly, with tears in his eyes. We finally succeeded, my mother said with emotion. Thank you, Lin Feng. Lin Feng felt that the power in his body had reached a new level, as if he could control the entire alien space. He knew that he had completed this arduous task. Following the guidance of the energy ball, they found the exit of the teleportation gate. Lin Feng took his family and friends through the portal and returned to the real world. Lin Feng was walking on the streets of the real world. Although Lin Feng felt that the energy in his body was increasing, he also understood that this power must be used in the right place. He is determined to use this power to help more people and solve more problems. Lin Feng and his teammates passed through the portal and returned to the real world. As soon as they stepped out of the portal, they were surrounded by a group of mysterious figures wearing black uniforms. Everyone was holding weapons and had cold eyes. It was obvious that they had been waiting here for a long time. Lin Feng felt nervous, but he knew that he could not argue now and had no way out. He took a deep breath and decided to face it calmly. Who are you? Why did you stop us? Lin Feng asked, trying to stay calm. A man in the lead stepped forward. He was tall and had sharp eyes. We are a task force that specializes in dealing with supernatural phenomena and alien space affairs. You have just returned from an alien space, and we need to know what you did inside. Lin Feng felt a little surprised, but quickly calmed down. He knew that if he wasn't honest, things could get worse. He looked at his parents, the Hulk and the Scarlet Witch beside him, and decided to tell the truth. We entered the alien space to find and rescue my parents, Lin Feng explained. They were trapped there during an experiment many years ago. We successfully activated all the runes, activated the portal, and returned to the real world. After hearing this, the leader of the task force frowned slightly. The energy fluctuations in the different space have indeed subsided, and your operation seems to have been successful. But we need to further confirm this information. Please come back with us for further investigation. Lin Feng nodded, knowing that there was no other choice. Okay, we will cooperate with you. The task force took them to a secret base and conducted detailed inquiries and inspections. Lin Feng and his teammates patiently answered all questions and provided their experiences and discoveries in different spaces. After the inspection, the leader of the task force walked into the interrogation room and said to Lin Feng, after our investigation, you did successfully rescue the people trapped in the alien space and solved the energy problem there. Your actions very important and we appreciate your efforts. Lin Feng breathed a sigh of relief and felt that a big stone in his heart finally fell to the ground. He knew that although this adventure was dangerous, they succeeded in the end. Thank you for your understanding and support, Lin Feng said sincerely. We just want to rescue our family and uncover the hidden secrets. The team leader nodded, with a flash of appreciation in his eyes. Your courage and determination are admirable. Next, we will continue to monitor the situation in the different space to ensure its stability. If necessary, we will contact you again. Lin Feng and his teammates finally got their freedom. They left the secret base and returned to the streets of the city. Despite experiencing many twists and turns, Lin Feng felt full of satisfaction and sense of accomplishment. They not only rescued his parents, but also solved the crisis in another space, all of which made him feel extremely proud. Back home, Lin Feng and his parents enjoyed a long-lost reunion dinner. The mother prepared a table of sumptuous dishes, while the father kept praising Lin Feng for his bravery and wisdom. Lin Feng felt the warmth and love of his family, and his heart was filled with gratitude. "Lin Feng, you are so proud of us," my mother said softly. "Thank you for letting us reunite again." Lin Feng held his mother's hand, with tears in his eyes. "Mom, this is what I should do. As long as I can be with you, I am willing to give everything." After dinner, Lin Feng and his father chatted on the balcony. The father looked at the starry sky and said with emotion, "Lin Feng, this adventure has made you grow a lot. Not only have you become stronger, you have also learned how to face difficulties and challenges." Lin Feng nodded, his heart full of determination. "Yes, Dad. I understand. No matter how many difficulties lie ahead, as long as we have the support of our family and the company of our friends, we will be able to overcome everything." Chapter 14. Portal. His father patted him on the shoulder, smiled and said, "You have grown up, Lin Feng. I believe you will get better and better." A few days later, Lin Feng decided to visit the Scarlet Witch and the Hulk. He knew that this adventure had established a deep friendship between them, and he hoped to continue to stay in touch and face future challenges together. He came to the Scarlet Witch's residence and met her and the Hulk. The three of them sat together and recalled various experiences in different spaces. The tacit understanding and trust between them made them feel extremely warm. "Lin Feng, this adventure has shown me your courage and wisdom," Scarlet Witch said. "There is still a long way to go, but I believe that as long as we work together, we will be able to overcome everything." Hulk nodded and agreed, "Yes, we are a strong team. No matter what difficulties we encounter, we will face it together." Lin Feng looked at them gratefully, with hope in his heart. "Thank you for your support and help. In the days to come, we will definitely work harder to create a better future together." As night fell, Lin Feng said goodbye to his friends, his heart full of determination and hope. He knows that the road ahead is still full of challenges, but with the company of his family and friends, he will be fearless and move forward courageously. Lin Feng was walking on the way home, thinking about everything that had happened recently. He knew that although they had successfully solved the problem of alien space, the challenges in the real world were not over. While he was deep in thought, he suddenly felt a chill behind his back. He turned around quickly and saw a stranger standing not far away, his eyes locked on him. "Who are you?" Lin Feng asked alertly, his hand quietly clenching the weapon on his body. The stranger slowly approached, his face hidden under his hood, only a pair of cold eyes revealed. "I'm here to give you something." Lin Feng frowned slightly. "What?" The stranger stretched out his hand, and a sparkling pill appeared in his hand. "This is an antidote pill, which can relieve any toxin. You will need it." Lin Feng felt confused for a while, but still took the antidote pill. "Why did you give me this?" "You will encounter many unforeseen dangers on the road ahead. Believe me, this antidote pill can save your life." After the stranger finished speaking, he turned around and disappeared into the night, as if he had never appeared before. Lin Feng held the detoxification pill, his heart full of doubts and vigilance. He knew that this could be a trap, but it could also be real help. Regardless, he decided to keep the pill carefully in case it was needed. Back home, Lin Feng hid the antidote pills in a hidden place, and then continued to think about the next action plan. He knows that he must always be vigilant and ready to face new challenges. The next day, Lin Feng got up early and decided to go to Scarlet Witch and Hulk to discuss the next move. He believes that the strength of the team will make them stronger in the face of any danger. Arriving at the Scarlet Witch's residence, Lin Feng saw her discussing something with the Hulk. Seeing Lin Feng, Scarlet Witch immediately called him over. "Lin Feng, you came just in time. We are preparing to discuss the next plan," Scarlet Witch said. "Recently we received a message that may be related to your adventure." Lin Feng nodded, sat down and said, "What's the news?" Hulk explained, "There is intelligence that there is a mysterious organization operating secretly, and they seem to be very interested in you. We need to figure out their intentions." Lin Feng recalled his encounter last night and felt even more alert. "Last night, I met a stranger. He gave me an antidote pill and said I would need it." Scarlet Witch frowned. "Antidote pill? This is an important clue. It seems we must be more careful. Lin Feng took out the detoxification pill and handed it to Scarlet Witch. Can you see what's special about this pill? The Scarlet Witch took the pill, examined it carefully and said, this pill does have a powerful detoxification function, but I feel there is a deeper secret behind it. Lin Feng took a deep breath. No matter what, we must be prepared to face any possible danger. The three continued to discuss the next action plan. They decided to investigate the mysterious organization first and figure out their purpose and motives. Lin Feng knew that this mission might be more dangerous, but he was already prepared. We need some equipment and support, Lin Feng said. I want to find some old friends to see if they can help. Scarlet Witch and Hulk nodded in agreement. We will support you secretly and ensure your safety. Lin Feng said goodbye to them and began to look for those friends who had fought side by side. He knows that only by relying on the strength of the team can he win in this adventure. He first went to see an old friend, Li Ming. Li Ming is a technical expert who has helped Lin Feng crack many complex systems. Lin Feng believed that he would be able to provide valuable help. Lin Feng came to Li Ming's studio and saw him busy debugging a high-tech equipment. When Li Ming saw Lin Feng, he immediately showed an excited smile. Lin Feng, long time no see. You came just in time. I have some new stuff here that you will definitely be interested in. Lin Feng walked over with a smile, and after a brief greeting, he explained his purpose. Li Ming, I need some high-tech equipment and information support. Li Ming nodded and immediately got into work mode. No problem, Lin Feng. Just ask if you need anything, and I will try my best to help you get it done. Lin Feng explained their plan and the current situation in detail. After listening, Li Ming said, I have some of the latest monitoring equipment and hacking tools that can help you better investigate that mysterious organization. In addition, I can also provide some protective equipment to ensure your safety. Lin Feng said gratefully, Thank you, Li Ming. This is very important to us. Li Ming waved his hand. You're welcome, Lin Feng. We are friends, of course I will help you. Lin Feng returned to Scarlet Witch and Hulk with the equipment and information provided by Li Ming. Together they studied these newly acquired resources and developed a more detailed action plan. We are ready, Lin Feng said, with a determined light flashing in his eyes. Next, it's time to take action. According to the plan, they began to investigate and monitor the mysterious organization. Lin Feng used the hacking tools provided by Li Ming to successfully invade the other party's system and obtain a large amount of valuable information. Chapter 15. Flying back. It seems that this organization is indeed planning something secretly, Lin Feng analyzed. They seem to be looking for some kind of powerful energy source. Scarlet Witch nodded in agreement. We must figure out their plan and stop them. The Hulk clenched his fists, his eyes full of determination to fight. No matter what their intentions are, we will not let them succeed. Lin Feng and his teammates continued their in-depth investigation and gradually revealed the true face of the mysterious organization. They discovered that the leader of this organization turned out to be a figure who was once thought to have disappeared. He possessed great power and evil ambitions. We must act as soon as possible to stop their plan, Lin Feng said, with a strong sense of responsibility in his heart. In order to protect our world, we must do our best. As night fell, Lin Feng and his teammates sneaked into the base of the mysterious organization. They carefully passed through the numerous defense lines and finally arrived at the leader's office. The leader stood in front of the window with his back to them, as if he had anticipated their arrival. Lin Feng, you are finally here. Lin Feng asked alertly, Who are you? Why are you targeting us? The leader turned around, showing a cold face. I was also a scientist, but then I discovered a more powerful power. I need the energy of those runes to realize my plan. Lin Feng clenched his fists, his eyes flashing with angry flames. We won't let you succeed. The leader sneered, then let's try it. A fierce battle unfolded in the small office. Lin Feng and his teammates joined forces to fight against the leader's powerful power. Although the enemy was extremely powerful, they did not back down. With the team's tacit understanding and firm belief, they saved the day time and time again. The black ball in Lin Feng's hand was flying in the air, colliding fiercely with the leader's energy fluctuations. The Scarlet Witch's magic flashes with red light, forming protective barriers to resist the leader's attacks. The Hulk relied on his powerful strength to engage in close combat with the leader. "You can't defeat me," the leader roared, and the energy fluctuations became more intense. "We will not give up," Lin Feng shouted, and the energy in his body exploded again. He condensed the black ball into a powerful energy wave and hit the leader hard. The energy wave collided violently with the leader's power, making a loud noise. The walls of the office collapsed instantly and smoke and dust filled the air. Lin Feng felt that the energy in his body was constantly being consumed, but he still gritted his teeth and kept fighting. "Your strength comes from unity and belief," the leader whispered, with a flash of surprise in his eyes, "but I will not give up easily." At this moment, Lin Feng suddenly remembered the detoxification pill. He quickly took out the pills from his arms, and his heart was full of determination. "Maybe this is the key to our victory." He crushed the detoxification pill and threw it into the air. The pill instantly turned into a powerful energy that enveloped the entire office. The leader's energy fluctuations began to weaken, as if they were under some strong suppression. Lin Feng looked at the leader's surprised expression, and his heart was filled with complicated emotions. He knew that this battle was not over yet, but they had already gained the advantage. The leader's energy was suppressed, which gave Lin Feng a glimmer of hope. "You underestimated our determination," Lin Feng said calmly, clenching his fists and feeling the energy in his body regrouping. "No matter how powerful you are, we will not back down." Just as they were preparing to launch the final blow, a vortex suddenly appeared on the other side of the office, and strong energy fluctuations came from it. Lin Feng and his teammates immediately became alert and stared closely at the whirlpool. Two people walked out of the whirlpool. One was a witch wearing a gorgeous robe, and the other was a tall mutant doctor with scars on his face. Lin Feng felt uneasy. He knew that these two people were definitely not good people. "Lin Feng, we meet again," the witch said with a smile, a strange light flashing in her eyes. "It seems you have encountered some trouble." Lin Feng clenched his fists, his eyes full of vigilance. "What are you doing here?" Dr. Mutant sneered and looked coldly. "We are here to help you solve this problem and get our things back." When the leader saw the witch and the mutated doctor, a hint of horror appeared on his face. "Why are you here?" The witch waved her hand gently, and the leader's energy fluctuations instantly dissipated. "You are just a pawn of ours, the real power lies with us." Lin Feng felt a chill. He knew that the appearance of the witch and the mutant doctor made the situation more complicated and dangerous. Although they had just gained the upper hand, the current situation was obviously not optimistic. "Why are you helping me?" Lin Feng asked calmly, trying to figure out their intentions. The witch smiled slightly and looked deeply. "We have a common enemy. As for our purpose, it has nothing to do with you for the time being." Dr. Mutant stepped forward with piercing eyes. "Lin Feng, our cooperation is only temporary. But remember, strength is the most important." Lin Feng knew that cooperating with them for the time being was the best choice. He nodded and agreed. "Okay, let's solve the immediate trouble first." The witch and the mutant doctor joined the battle, and their powerful power turned the situation around instantly. The witch waved her wand and released powerful magic, completely suppressing the leader's energy. The mutant doctor used his mutant ability to teleport to the leader and subdue him. "You can't defeat me," the leader roared, but his voice was full of despair. Lin Feng seized the opportunity, gathered a black ball again, and hit the leader hard. The black ball burst out with powerful energy, knocking the leader to the ground and completely losing his ability to resist. At the end of the battle, Lin Feng felt exhausted, but he knew that this was only a temporary victory. He looked at the witch and the mutated doctor, filled with doubts. "Thank you for your help," Lin Feng said, trying to stay calm, "but I need to know your true purpose." The witch smiled slightly and said with piercing eyes, "Our purpose does not conflict with yours. Now that you have completed your mission, the next step is our business." Dr. Mutant said coldly, "We will leave temporarily, but remember, we may come back at any time." Lin Feng nodded, knowing that now was not the time to ask further questions. He watched the witch and the mutated doctor disappear into the vortex, and his heart was filled with complicated emotions. Returning to a safe place, Lin Feng and his teammates reorganized their thoughts. He knew that the next road was still full of unknowns and challenges, but they had come this far and could not back down. Chapter 16. Never happen again. Lin Feng, what should we do next? Hulk asked, his eyes full of expectation. Lin Feng took a deep breath and looked firmly. We must continue to investigate and figure out the true intentions of those mysterious forces. At the same time, we must also strengthen our own strength and prepare to face greater challenges. Scarlet Witch nodded, yes, we cannot take it lightly. Lin Feng looked at them, with a strong sense of responsibility and determination in his heart. No matter how many difficulties there are ahead, we will face them together. We are a team, and nothing can stop us. A few days later, Lin Feng decided to look for more clues. He knew that only through continuous exploration could he uncover the hidden secrets. He came to an ancient library and looked for books on magic and mutation, hoping to find some useful information. Deep in the library, Lin Feng discovered an ancient book that had been covered in dust for a long time. The pages were yellowed, but the content was extremely rich. The book recorded many secrets about magic and mutation in detail, which shocked Lin Feng. So that's it, Lin Feng whispered, his eyes flashing with wisdom. There are deeper secrets hidden behind these powers. He carefully put away the ancient book and decided to share this important information with his teammates. He knew that this knowledge would be an important weapon for them in future battles. Back at the base, Lin Feng showed the ancient book to Scarlet Witch and the Hulk, and they studied the contents in the book together, trying to find more clues. The content recorded in this book is very important, Scarlet Witch said, her eyes full of excitement. We can use this knowledge to further enhance our power. Hulk nodded, yes, we must make good use of this information. Lin Feng felt a strong sense of mission. He knew that only by constantly learning and growing could he win the battle in the future. Together with his teammates, he started new training and research to prepare for the upcoming challenges. In the days that followed, Lin Feng and his teammates continued to work hard to improve their strength and skills. They know that the road ahead is still full of unknowns, but they are ready to meet any challenges. We will definitely succeed, and we will all overcome it together. Scarlet Witch and Hulk also showed firm smiles. They knew that as long as they united, nothing could stop them. After a period of practice and research, Lin Feng and his teammates have significantly improved their strength and skills. Although they had made a lot of progress, Lin Feng still felt a little uneasy in his heart. He knew that the real challenge was still ahead. One night, Lin Feng received a mysterious message, telling him that important clues about the mysterious organization were hidden in an abandoned factory on the outskirts of the city. Although he knew it might be a trap, in order to find out the truth, he decided to go and find out. Lin Feng came to the abandoned factory alone. There was silence all around, except for the rustling sound of the wind blowing through the abandoned buildings. He cautiously entered the factory and felt a strong smell of danger. He knew that this operation might be full of unknown risks, but he was ready. While he was searching for clues inside the factory, a strong explosion suddenly sounded and the entire building began to shake violently. Lin Feng was knocked to the ground by the shockwave and felt a sharp pain coming from his back. He reluctantly stood up and found himself trapped in the ruins. Oops, this is a trap. Lin Feng screamed in his heart. He knew he had to get out as soon as possible, but the ruins and flames around him made it difficult for him to move. Just when Lin Feng fell into despair, a dazzling light fell from the sky. Iron Man's figure appeared above the ruins, his armor shining in the firelight. Lin Feng, hold my hand. Iron Man shouted, stretching out a mechanical arm. Lin Feng was surprised, but quickly grabbed Iron Man's hand and felt a strong force pulling him up. Iron Man took Lin Feng and flew away from the ruins, landing in a safe open space. Are you okay? Iron Man asked with concern, scanning Lin Feng's physical condition. Lin Feng gasped and said gratefully, thank you, Iron Man. You came at just the right time. Iron Man smiled slightly, you're welcome. I received news that there is danger here. I didn't expect you to be here. Lin Feng frowned, it seems that someone deliberately set this trap. We must find out who is behind it. Iron Man nodded, I agree, let's go back and discuss it in detail. They left the abandoned factory and returned to Iron Man's secret base. Lin Feng felt tired, but more importantly, he felt a sense of determination and urgency. He knew that he must find the mastermind as soon as possible and solve all the mysteries. In the base, Iron Man showed some of the intelligence he had collected, trying to find clues related to the explosion in the abandoned factory. These information show that there is a mysterious organization that has been operating secretly, and their goals seem to be related to you. Iron Man said, looking at Lin Feng sharply. Lin Feng nodded. Yes, I have met some of their members in another space. They seem to be looking for some kind of powerful energy source. Iron Man thought thoughtfully. It seems that their target is not only you, but also the energy of those runes. Lin Feng felt uneasy. He knew that this struggle was far from over. We must take action to find their stronghold and completely solve this problem. Iron Man nodded and agreed with Lin Feng. We need more intelligence and support. I will contact other allies to fight against this mysterious organization. A few days later, Iron Man assembled an elite team, including Scarlet Witch, the Hulk, and other superheroes. Together, they formulated a detailed action plan and prepared to launch a comprehensive attack on the mysterious organization. On the day of the operation, Lin Feng and his teammates quietly sneaked into the mysterious organization's stronghold. This is a base hidden deep in the forest, surrounded by a strict defense system. Everyone, be careful, we must act quickly. Lin Feng reminded in a low voice, leading the team to enter the base cautiously. According to the plan, they cracked the base's defense system one by one, and finally arrived at the control room. In the center of the control room is a huge computer, with complex data flashing on the display. Quick, we need to find their core data. Iron Man said, starting to operate the computer. Chapter 17. Greedy. At this moment, an alarm suddenly sounded inside the base, and a group of armed men rushed in to try to stop their actions. Lin Feng and his teammates quickly faced off, and a fierce battle broke out. The black ball in Lin Feng's hand was flying in the air, knocking down enemies one after another accurately. The Scarlet Witch's magic flashes with red light, forming protective barriers to resist the enemy's attacks. The Hulk uses powerful force to knock enemies away one by one. We have to hurry. Iron Man shouted, continuing to operate the computer, trying to decipher the core data. Finally, a flash of light appeared on the computer screen, and all the data was successfully downloaded. Iron Man immediately transmits the data to their terminal, ensuring that all information is safely stored. We succeeded. Lin Feng shouted excitedly, feeling a strong sense of accomplishment. They quickly evacuated the base and returned to a safe place. Lin Feng and his teammates analyzed the data and discovered the true intentions and plans of the mysterious organization. Their goal is to use the energy of the runes to open a new alien space and release more energy bodies. Iron Man explained, frowning. Lin Feng felt shocked. This is too dangerous, we must stop them. Iron Man nodded. Yes, we already have enough intelligence, now it is time to take action to completely destroy their plan. They decided to act immediately, summon all their allies, and launch a comprehensive attack. Lin Feng knew that this would be a decisive battle, but he was already prepared. We will definitely succeed. Lin Feng said firmly, his eyes shining with determination. Scarlet Witch and Hulk also showed firm smiles. We will fight together until the end. On the day of the operation, Lin Feng and his teammates once again sneaked into the core stronghold of the mysterious organization. This time their goal is to destroy the device that opens the alien space and completely stop the enemy's plan. In the fierce battle, Lin Feng showed unprecedented strength and courage. The black ball in his hand continued to burst out with powerful energy, repelling enemies one after another. The Scarlet Witch's magic and the Hulk's power also played a huge role, allowing them to save themselves from danger time and time again. In the end, they successfully destroyed the device that opened the different space and completely shattered the enemy's plan. Lin Feng and his teammates stood in the ruins and felt a long-lost peace and contentment. We did it. Lin Feng whispered, with tears shining in his eyes. Iron Man stepped forward and patted him on the shoulder. Yes, Lin Feng. You are a real hero. Lin Feng felt a warmth. He knew that this adventure not only allowed him to find his family and solve the mystery, but also allowed him to truly grow into a brave and determined warrior. Lin Feng stood in the ruins. When he heard Iron Man's words, a complex emotion surged in his heart. He felt a tinge of sadness, because even though they succeeded in destroying the enemy's plans, he still couldn't completely shake off the deep feeling of loneliness. Years of struggle and sacrifice have caused him to endure too much pressure and pain. Thank you, Iron Man. Lin Feng forced a smile, but the sadness in his eyes was still hard to hide. We did win this operation, but I always feel that there is still something unresolved. Iron Man looked at Lin Feng, with a trace of understanding and concern in his eyes. Lin Feng, you will feel like this after every battle. You have done a very good job, give yourself some time and have a good rest. Lin Feng nodded, took a deep breath, and tried to calm himself down. You are right, maybe I really need to take a rest. Scarlet Witch and Hulk came over and looked at Lin Feng with concern. Scarlet Witch said softly, Lin Feng, you have always been very strong, but sometimes, you also need to relax. Hulk patted him on the shoulder. We are a team, don't let yourself take on too much. We will be with you until the end. Lin Feng felt a warmth. He knew that although he was a little sad, with the support of these friends, he would not feel lonely. Back at the base, Lin Feng celebrated the victory with his teammates. They sat around a big table and shared their experiences and feelings in the battle, and the atmosphere became relaxed and happy. Lin Feng, although we experienced many difficulties, we succeeded in the end. Scarlet Witch said with a smile, raised her cup, cheers to our victory. Lin Feng also raised his cup, his eyes flashing with gratitude. Thank you, really. Without your help, I wouldn't be able to get where I am today. Everyone raised their glasses together, and laughter and blessings filled the whole room. Lin Feng felt that the sadness in his heart gradually dissipated and was replaced by friendship and warmth. A few days later, Lin Feng decided to go for a walk outside alone and breathe some fresh air. He walked on the streets of the city, recalling all the experiences along the way, and his heart was filled with emotion. He came to a park, found a bench and sat down, closed his eyes, feeling the warmth of the sun and the gentle breeze. Although he still felt a little worried in his heart, he knew that he was no longer the lonely warrior, but a strong warrior with the support of friends and family. Lin Feng? A familiar voice sounded in his ears. Lin Feng opened his eyes and saw a familiar figure standing in front of him. It was Li Ming. Li Ming, why are you here? Lin Feng asked in surprise. Li Ming smiled and sat next to him. I heard that you have been through a lot recently, so I came to visit you. How are you? Do you feel better? Lin Feng nodded and said gratefully, yes, with the support of my friends, I feel much better. Thank you, Li Ming. Li Ming patted him on the shoulder. We are friends. If you need help, just ask. Lin Feng looked at Li Ming, his heart filled with warmth and gratitude. He knows that although the future is still full of unknowns and challenges, as long as he has the support of his friends and family, he will be able to overcome everything. Li Ming, I have been thinking about our future recently, Lin Feng said, his eyes deep. We have experienced so much, and I think it is time to make some plans for our future. Li Ming nodded and listened carefully. What do you think? Lin Feng smiled and said, I think we must not only continue to improve our own strength, but also build a real team, a team that can support each other and fight together in any future crisis. Chapter 18. Evenly matched. Li Ming's eyes flashed with approval. This is a good idea, Lin Feng. I believe we can do it. Lin Feng felt a new power surge in his heart. He knew that although the road ahead was still full of unknowns, he was no longer alone. With the support of his friends, he will be able to meet any challenge and find a bright future that belongs to them. A few days later, Lin Feng summoned all his friends and allies and held an important meeting. They sat at a huge round table and seriously discussed their future plans. We need to build a stronger team, Lin Feng said with firm eyes, a team that can support each other and fight together in any future crisis. Iron Man nodded and agreed, this is a very good idea. Each of us has our own unique abilities, and together we will be even more invincible. Scarlet Witch also expressed support, yes, we need closer cooperation to win the battle in the future. The Hulk clenched his fists and was full of determination. No matter what difficulties we encounter, we will face them together. Lin Feng felt a strong sense of mission. He knew that this was not only for himself, but also for all the people he cared about. In the future, he will no longer be alone, but will meet challenges together with a group of like-minded friends. After the meeting, Lin Feng and his teammates started new training and preparations. They not only improved their strength and skills, but also constantly research new tactics and strategies to ensure that they can respond quickly and win in any future crisis. We will definitely succeed, Lin Feng said to himself, with a determined light shining in his eyes. Gradually, a strong and well-coordinated team was formed. They have overcome various crises time and time again and gradually won reputation and respect in the world. When Lin Feng was packing his things at home, he accidentally discovered an envelope left by his father. The envelope was a little yellowed and looked like it was old. The seal was carefully sealed and Lin Feng's name was written on it. Lin Feng's heartbeat suddenly accelerated. He carefully tore open the envelope and found a handwritten letter inside. Dear Lin Feng, when you read this letter, maybe I can no longer accompany you. I hope you can be strong and continue to move forward. You have been a brave child since you were a child, and I believe you will be able to face it. All difficulties. Lin Feng's eyes were moist, and his father's handwriting made him feel extremely kind. He continued to read the letter, his heart filled with complicated emotions. Our family has unknown secrets. The power of those runes is closely related to your bloodline. You must protect these runes and don't let them fall into the hands of evil people. Only in this way can you protect yourself and the people you belong to. Beloved person. Lin Feng felt shocked. It turned out that his father had known the secret of these runes for a long time, and he himself was also a part of this whirlpool of fate. The information revealed in the letter gave him a deeper understanding of his mission. Remember, no matter what difficulties you encounter, you must stay calm and strong. Your mother and I have always been proud of you. We believe that you will be able to find your own bright path. After reading this, tears finally came to Lin Feng's eyes. He took a deep breath and carefully put the letter back into the envelope, feeling a strong sense of mission and responsibility in his heart. Thank you, Dad, Lin Feng said softly, with a firm light shining in his eyes. I will continue to work hard and live up to your expectations. He placed the envelope in a safe place and walked out of the room. He knows that the road ahead will still be full of challenges, but he is ready. He is determined to move on, uncover all the mysteries, and protect his family and friends. Lin Feng walked to the base and summoned all his teammates. He told them his father's letter and the information in it. After hearing this, everyone was shocked, but at the same time they were also full of determination and fighting spirit. Lin Feng, we will face these challenges together with you, Scarlet Witch said with a firm look, we are a family. The Hulk clenched his fists, full of strength, yes, we will always support you, no matter how many difficulties lie ahead. Iron Man nodded in agreement, we must protect these runes and ensure that they do not fall into the wrong hands. Lin Feng felt a warmth. He knew that with the support of these friends, he would be able to complete his mission. Together they made more detailed plans. A few days later, Lin Feng and his teammates received an urgent message that someone was trying to capture an important rune. The news gave them a sense of urgency, and they knew they had to take action immediately. We must act quickly to prevent the runes from falling into the wrong hands, Lin Feng said, with determination shining in his eyes. The teammates quickly gathered and prepared to set off. They took a plane to the location mentioned in the message, which was an ancient temple hidden deep in a dense forest. When they arrived at the temple, they found that the enemy had already begun to move. Lin Feng and his teammates quickly started fighting, trying to prevent the enemy from seizing the runes. The battle was extremely fierce and the enemy was very powerful, but Lin Feng and his teammates did not flinch. With their tacit cooperation and firm belief, they gradually gained the upper hand. We can't let them succeed, Lin Feng shouted. The energy in his body continued to surge, and he felt that he was stronger than ever before. In the end, they successfully repelled the enemy and protected the runes. Lin Feng walked to the center of the temple and saw the rune shining with mysterious light, and his heart was filled with complicated emotions. Dad, I did it, Lin Feng whispered, with tears shining in his eyes. Teammates gathered around and Scarlet Witch said softly, Lin Feng, we will always be with you, no matter how many difficulties lie ahead. Hulk nodded and agreed, yes, we are a family. Together they bring the rune back to base and ensure its safety. After returning to the base, Lin Feng felt tired, but more of a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. He knows that although the future is still full of unknowns and challenges, as long as he has the support of his family and friends, he will be able to overcome everything and find his own bright path. A few days later, Lin Feng and his teammates gathered together again to continue discussing their plans and goals. They know that this is just the beginning and there are more challenges waiting for them. We must continue to work hard to protect these runes and ensure that they do not fall into the wrong hands, Lin Feng said with a firm gaze. Chapter 19. Constantly switching between stages. The teammates all agreed, and together they made more detailed plans to prepare for future challenges. Lin Feng felt a new power surge in his heart. He knew that although the road ahead was still full of unknowns. Lin Feng was sitting in the training room of the base, thinking back on the battle just now, with a lot of emotions in his heart. Although they succeeded in protecting the rune, the operation also made him realize that the enemy was far more powerful than they expected. Lin Feng, what are you thinking about? Scarlet Witch walked over and asked with concern. Lin Feng raised his head and smiled slightly. I was just thinking that we still have many things to solve. The enemy is stronger than we thought, and we must be more careful. Scarlet Witch nodded. Yes, we need to continuously improve our strength to ensure that we can deal with any emergencies. At this moment, Lin Feng's communicator suddenly rang. He opened it and found an encrypted prompt message. The content of the information made his heart tense, because this information was closely related to the clues he had discovered before. Lin Feng, what did you see? Iron Man walked over and asked when he saw the change in expression on Lin Feng's face. Lin Feng showed the information to his teammates. This information mentions some new clues, which seem to be related to the mysterious organization we investigated before. We must act immediately to find out the truth of these clues. The teammates read the message carefully and everyone realized the importance of this message. Scarlet Witch frowned. It looks like we have a new mission. The Hulk clenched his fists. No matter what the mission is, we will never back down. Lin Feng nodded. We must act immediately to find these clues. They quickly formulated an action plan and headed to a secret underground laboratory based on the coordinates provided by the information. The laboratory is located deep underground in the city. The entrance is very hidden and can only be entered through complex passwords and fingerprint verification. Lin Feng and his teammates carefully sneaked into the laboratory. There was silence all around, except for the faint sound of the operation of instruments. Walking in the dim corridor, Lin Feng felt nervous in his heart, but more importantly, he felt a firm determination. Everyone, be careful, we don't know what dangers there may be here. Lin Feng reminded in a low voice, scanning the surroundings with vigilance. They finally arrived at the core area of the laboratory and found a huge computer with complex data and charts displayed on the screen. Lin Feng quickly operated the computer, trying to find clues related to the mysterious organization. Look, here is their plan. Lin Feng pointed to a folder on the screen, and his teammates gathered around. They opened the folder and found that it contained detailed records of the mysterious organization's action plan and goals. Lin Feng's heart beat faster, and he realized that this information was very important to them. Their goal is to use the energy of the runes to open a new space channel. Lin Feng frowned. If they succeed, the consequences will be disastrous. Scarlet Witch nodded. We must stop them, we cannot let them succeed. The Hulk clenched his fists. We will act now to destroy their plan. Lin Feng agreed with his teammates. They quickly downloaded all the important information and then started looking for key devices in the laboratory. There is an energy transmission device here. Iron Man pointed at a huge machine and said, we must destroy it to prevent them from using the energy of the runes. Lin Feng and his teammates worked together and quickly formulated a plan to destroy the device. Scarlet Witch used her magic to form a powerful energy barrier, destroying the core of the device. Quick, we must speed up. Lin Feng shouted. The energy in his body continued to surge, and he felt that he was becoming stronger and stronger. In the end, they succeeded in destroying the energy transmission device, and the entire laboratory fell into chaos. Lin Feng and his teammates quickly evacuated and returned to the base. Lin Feng stood in front of the window of the base, looking at the night sky outside, his heart filled with complex emotions. Despite their many victories, he knew the real challenge was yet to come. After thinking for a moment, he decided to go to a secret underground training base to further improve his strength and skills. Lin Feng, are you ready? Scarlet Witch walked over and asked with concern. Lin Feng turned around and smiled slightly. Yes, I decided to go to the underground training base for a period of special training. We don't know how powerful the enemy will be next time, so I must be fully prepared. Scarlet Witch nodded, her eyes full of understanding and support. This is a good idea. I believe you will become stronger. Hulk came over and patted Lin Feng on the shoulder. We will support you, no matter how long it takes you. Lin Feng felt a warmth. He knew that with the support of these friends, he would be able to complete his mission. He packed his luggage and prepared to set off. I will come back as soon as possible. I hope everyone will be safe and sound before I come back. Lin Feng said, with a firm light shining in his eyes. Scarlet Witch and Hulk smiled and nodded. We will take care of everything and wait for you to come back. Lin Feng took a deep breath and left the base with his luggage. Following the directions on the map, he came to a deserted mountain range, where the underground training base was hidden. In the mountains, Lin Feng found a hidden entrance. After entering the password, the heavy metal door slowly opened. Lin Feng walked into the base and found that it was well equipped with the most advanced training equipment and simulated battle scenes. Welcome, Lin Feng. The person in charge of the base, a strong man, came over and said enthusiastically, I am the training instructor here. I will be responsible for your training in the next period of time. Lin Feng nodded, thank you, instructor. I hope to improve my strength and skills here. Instructor smiled and said, you have come to the right place. We have the most rigorous training and the most advanced equipment here. Come with me, let's get familiar with the environment first. Lin Feng followed the instructor and visited the entire base. He found that there were not only various training venues, but also specialized rest areas and medical facilities, all ready for the most rigorous training. This is the strength training area. You can improve your physical fitness and strength here. Instructor said, pointing to a huge training ground. Lin Feng looked at the advanced equipment and felt excited. That's great, I can't wait to get started. Chapter 20. Give back some abilities. In the days that followed, Lin Feng began rigorous training. Every morning, he performs long physical training, including running, rock climbing, and weight training. Every muscle in his body was exercised during strenuous exercise, and his physical fitness improved rapidly. In the afternoon, he will conduct skills training and learn various fighting techniques and tactics. The instructor will personally guide him to help him correct his movements and improve his reaction speed. Each of Lin Feng's attacks became more precise and powerful, and he felt that he was constantly improving. In the evening, he would conduct actual combat drills in simulated combat scenarios. The simulated combat scenes here are very realistic, allowing him to conduct combat training in various complex environments. Every battle made him feel one step closer to a real battle, and his combat skills and adaptability were greatly improved. Lin Feng, your progress is very obvious. Instructor said to him after a training session, with a glow of approval in his eyes, if you continue like this, you will become very powerful. Lin Feng wiped the sweat from his forehead and smiled slightly. Thank you, instructor. I will continue to work hard. Every night, Lin Feng would meditate in his room. He closed his eyes, felt the energy flow in his body, and thought about the training and battles during the day. He knows that only by constantly reflecting and summarizing can he truly improve his abilities. I will definitely become stronger. Lin Feng said to himself, with a firm light shining in his eyes. Several months passed, and Lin Feng's training gradually came to an end. He feels that not only has his physical fitness and skills improved tremendously, but his mentality has also become calmer and firmer. He knew that he was ready for the next battle. Lin Feng, you have completed the training. Next, you can return to your team. Instructor said to him, his eyes full of pride. Lin Feng nodded and said gratefully, thank you, instructor. Your guidance is very important to me. Instructor smiled and patted his shoulder. You're welcome, Lin Feng. Remember, no matter what difficulties you encounter, you must remain calm and firm. Lin Feng took a deep breath and left the underground training base with his luggage. He felt that every step he took became more powerful and determined, and his heart was full of confidence and determination. Back at the base, when the teammates saw Lin Feng, they all showed happy smiles. Scarlet Witch stepped forward and said with a smile, "Welcome back, Lin Feng. We all miss you very much." Lin Feng felt a warmth and smiled slightly. "I miss you too. Now, I am ready to meet the next challenge." The Hulk clenched his fists, full of strength. "Great, Lin Feng. Let's fight together until the end." Lin Feng nodded with firm eyes. "Yes, together we will overcome all difficulties." And found that his teammates were ready to take on the new challenge. Although his strength and skills have improved significantly, he knows that more strength is needed to face unknown dangers. He decided to take out the treasured magic book left to him by his father and continue to improve himself. One night, the base was quiet, with only the faint light coming from Lin Feng's room. He sat at the desk and took out the yellowed magic book. Turning the pages of the book, he felt the mysterious and powerful power again. "There are many powerful magics hidden in this book," Lin Feng whispered to himself. "If I can master these magics, I can better protect myself and my friends." He began to study the contents of the book carefully reading every spell and magic formula. Every letter and symbol was full of mysterious power, making him feel both excited and nervous. He knew that these magics required extremely high concentration and mental strength, but he was determined to master them. "Lin Feng, what are you doing?" Suddenly, the Scarlet Witch's voice came from the door. Lin Feng raised his head and saw the Scarlet Witch standing at the door, looking at him with concern. "I'm studying this magic book," Lin Feng replied, pointing to the book on the desk. "I want to use these magics to further enhance my power." The Scarlet Witch came over, took a look at the magic book, and nodded slightly. "This book is indeed very powerful, but it is also very dangerous. You must be very careful." Lin Feng said gratefully, "Thank you for the reminder, Scarlet Witch. I will be careful." Scarlet Witch smiled and said, "If you need help, I'm here at any time." Lin Feng nodded, feeling warm in his heart. He continued to study the magic book and tried spell after spell. Every time he successfully casts a new magic, he can feel the power in his body growing. "It's incredible." Lin Feng sighed, feeling the power of magic and the mystery of Yamato. He spent a lot of time every day in the study and practice of magic, and gradually mastered many powerful spells and magic techniques. He can feel that he is getting stronger and stronger, and his confidence is also growing. One night, Lin Feng decided to try a very complicated magic spell, a powerful defensive spell he found in a magic book. This spell required a lot of concentration and mental strength, but he believed he could succeed. He arranged a magic circle in the center of the room, lit a few candles, then stood in the magic circle and began to recite the spell. As the mantra was chanted, the surrounding air began to vibrate, as if there was an invisible force gathering. "Concentrate, concentrate." Lin Feng muttered silently in his heart, trying to stay calm and focused. Suddenly, a strong light burst out from the magic circle, and the entire room was enveloped in dazzling light. Lin Feng felt a powerful energy pouring into his body, and his body seemed to be protected by some kind of power. "Successful!" Lin Feng shouted excitedly, feeling that he was surrounded by powerful defensive magic. At this moment, the door was pushed open, and the Scarlet Witch and the Hulk rushed in. They saw Lin Feng surrounded by light, with expressions of surprise and joy on his face. "Lin Feng, you did it!" Scarlet Witch said excitedly, "This defensive magic is very powerful, you have mastered it." The Hulk also praised, "That's great, Lin Feng. Your power has become stronger." Lin Feng smiled and said, "Thank you for your support. I know that as long as I keep working hard, I will become stronger." A few days later, Lin Feng decided to teach his teammates the magic he had learned. They conduct magic training together in the training room, learning and improving from each other. "This is a very powerful defensive magic," Lin Feng said, showing off the magic he had just mastered. "As long as you concentrate and follow the steps of the spell, you can cast it successfully."